I've seen John, obviously close to John, and I know John's having a good year. So, but it's going to be a good. It's going to be a good matchup.
Has John changed his arsenal since he was with the Rockies? Have you noticed that?
Some subtle changes, sure. I think just the frequency and the usage of certain pitches for sure.
Do you still consider him a fastball? I mean, I know you want everybody to you think fastball first command.
Yeah, fastball first. I mean, percentages. I mean, still starting pitchers still throw the fastball more than any other pitch. And John, for me, is fastball slider, but increased use of the changeup versus the lefty, and a curveball also.
With Kyle Freeland, last time out against the Phillies, was there anything in particular that was working really well for him?
Nothing in particular. No, just a solid, well-pitched game. I think with Kyle, that's who he is, right? It's a four-pitch mix. It's command of the pitches, it's changing speeds, it's keeping the hitters off balance, good use of the fastball both sides of the plate to both left and right-handed hitters. So, again, it's pitching, and that's, I think Kyle's game plan is such where that's what he does, and his intent every outing.
If I've read Jurick's and Profar's numbers correctly, his hitting as a right-hander against lefties is way down this year from previous years.
Yeah.
Is there anything in particular
I think small sample size for sure this year. I'd have to look to see what the at-bats are, the numbers, just the plate appearances. No, I still think that Jurickson May 20th is still getting closer to where he's going to be. I don't want to say he's totally still in the catch-up mode from not having a spring training. We signed him, late, where he missed the first, few games of the season without any spring training. Granted, he had the WBC, but the WBC is not a full 6 weeks of spring training. So, again, I suspect over time you'll see the numbers against left-handed pitching increase.
When you do have CJ in there, when he gets back, what does he bring to your team? What do you really like about him?
I think just the danger of power. He's an RBI guy. He can produce runs in the batter's box with the homer, the extra base hit. I think when he's going well, it's just an at-bat where the pitchers are worried. Pitchers worry about power, and CJ has power.
And what does he bring from a leadership standpoint in the clubhouse?
I think he brings a professionalism. It's a combination of a looseness yet intense balance, which is great. He's got great perspective. He's smart. He knows the game. He comes from a baseball family. His father's a major league coach. His father was a major league player, so he gets it. I mean, he understands what this game entails. He's got good feel. That's what I like. And he's likable. He's a good teammate. He takes care of the young guys. It's good stuff.
What has it been like to have just Daniel Bard back?
Daniel was one of the best relief pitchers in baseball for the last couple of years, especially last year. All-star caliber. I know he didn't make the team, but he was one of the most effective relievers in all of baseball. That's good to have him back. I think he's good for our group. He brings a presence, not only in performance, but I think in the clubhouse he's a good leader, unselfish, team first over individual. And I still think he's getting to the point where, he's getting his mojo back too, which will help an already talented bullpen.
And then jumping back to the pitching matchup.
Let's jump back to it.
John Gray and Kyle Freeland are actually tied entering today for the 7th most wins in Rockies history. Do you think that gives Freeland a little bit of extra motivation as he tries to get some bragging rights over a former teammate?
I think it's always it's unique when you square off against a guy that you're teammates with for a long time. I think the individual accomplishments or individual numbers, I think, are down the list of Kyle's priorities. Kyle today wants to win for the Rockies. I don't think Kyle wants to win for himself. He's team first. So yeah, so that's what I got.